Life insurance for children in Canada. Over 22 million Canadians hold life insurance policies. Only a tiny fraction of these policies cover children. Child Life Insurance 101. What is child life insurance, exactly? For the most part, children's life insurance policies mirror adult policies of the same type. Policyholders choose a policy and pay monthly or annual premiums. In return, the insurer agrees to pay out a set benefit in the event the person covered by the policy passes away. The primary difference, of course, is that while adults typically hold policies on themselves, children's policies must be held by someone else. Usually, this is their parent or guardian. Age limits. Minimum age limits for policies vary from provider to provider. In general, however, parents can buy policies for a child any time after the child's birth. Average coverage ranges. In theory, children have no dependents or income to replace. Thus, parents only need to purchase enough coverage to pay for a funeral and related expenses. On average, that works out to between $6,000 and $9,000. Finally, some families choose to use fully paid insurance policies as investment vehicles for their children's futures. Parents who intend to use insurance policies in this way need to determine. Their ultimate decisions will be based on the answers to those questions. Do you need life insurance for children? Whether or not to buy kids insurance is a decision every family must make on its own. Parents should review their needs and circumstances and the pros and cons of children's life insurance carefully before purchasing. Child term rider versus whole life insurance versus standalone renewable coverage. Canadian insurance for kids comes in three primary forms. Each option has benefits and drawbacks. Whole life policies. Whole life policies are the most common form of child insurance. As long as their premiums are up to date, these policies provide lifelong coverage. They are appealing because they tend to have locked-in premiums that will not rise over time. Can be used to build cash value that can be taken out and used for almost any purpose. May provide appealing tax benefits to the policyholder. Standalone renewable policies. Standalone renewable policies are essentially term life insurance for children. They cover a child for a set period of time, often in 5 or 10-year increments. Child term life insurance riders. I want to insure my kid, but I don't have a lot of money to buy a policy right now. Children's insurance riders can be added to most adult life insurance policies, and provide inexpensive child life insurance coverage. Riders cover children up to a set age. At that time, policyholders can convert the rider to a full independent policy for an extra fee. Advantages of children's insurance. What benefits do families reap from investing in potentially costly insurance for kids? By contrast, buying a child policy can lock in insurability and affordable rates, regardless of any changes to a child's health down the line. Similarly, having a policy already in place can lock in good pricing, even if the child later takes up dangerous hobbies or a profession that would otherwise drive up policy rates, such as becoming a firefighter, pilot, or any number of other high-risk jobs. This benefit is most valuable to families with a history of chronic or severe health conditions for which their child is at high risk, such as diabetes. Financial incentives. Starting early saves money even if your child remains healthy. Experts estimate that policyholders pay an average of $20,000 less over a lifetime when policies are purchased for newborns and continuously kept up than if the same person waited to purchase insurance until they were an adult. Of course, policies also carry value in that they pay for funeral expenses in the event that a child dies. While funerals may not break the bank by themselves, they can be challenging to pay for, if they come on the heels of a lengthy illness or steep medical bills. Having insurance can provide peace of mind, and ensure that families will be able to hold the type of funeral they want to if the worst happens. Cash value. The other much-lauded benefit of a child life insurance policy is that families can use it as an investment vehicle. This does not apply to riders, but, with dedicated policies, a portion of the monthly premium is set aside. Over time, this builds a pot of tax-privileged accessible cash that children and their families can access later on for a variety of purposes. Why you may not want it? Even the best life insurance for children may not be worthwhile for many families. Often, the cost-to-benefit ratio simply doesn't pan out. Better served by simply putting money into an emergency fund they can tap into in the event of death instead. Poor investment vehicles. While life insurance for children in Canada is often touted as a great investment vehicle, it does not actually compare favorably to many of the alternative options. For example, a tax-free registered education savings plan, RESP, allows parents to put money away and receive contributions of up to 20% from the federal government. Coverage limits. While children's policies can lock in coverage at low rates, they may not provide enough coverage long-term. Many families find that they need to upgrade to higher coverage levels. Insurability isn't a problem for everyone. Certainly, insurability can be a concern for families with complicated medical histories heavy with early onset disease. However, most healthy young adults have little trouble finding affordable life insurance. Long-term costs. Once families buy a policy, they are stuck with it. This can mean paying costly premiums for years or even decades. This can become an enormous burden during periods of financial stress or limited income. Choosing life insurance for children in Canada. Buying life insurance for children in Canada will not be the right choice for every family. We cannot stop technological development, but knowing the pros and cons can help you make the best choice for your needs. Learn more about insurance products that might be right for you today by browsing our blog.